Hey guys, and welcome back to Knight's Journey of Dreams. We move now to the much maligned, by Richie at least, Helen's story. And I believe you have a lot to say, don't you, Senor Richie?
Well, I have a reasonable amount of stuff to say about Helen. I think the main reason that Helen as a character frustrates me is because while Will is very in touch with his emotions and he feels ignored by his father, and it's very clearly so. It's quite clear that Helen's mother cares a lot about her, but Helen's just, a typical teenager and just like, I'd rather spend time with my friends, and will just abandon her mother, despite her mother just putting in the time to spend time with her.
I just counted it. It took me 17 seconds to dislike the school.
Really? That quickly? I'm just kind of apathetic about her character right now.
I mean, I think it's... my main frustration is that she constantly comes across as quite selfish. I mean, that is kind of pretty much her character arc. It's her dealing with her being a selfish cow.
Dude, that ice cream, though.
I know!
It's like mint and strawberry. Jesus, save some flavours for the rest of us.
They make the real world look so nice.
Yeah. Whoa, okay. That was some Persona shit right there. Oh my god! This is much more terrifying than the start of Will's story.
Well, I suppose demons coming from being selfish are probably going to be much more haunting than those that come from feelings of loneliness.
Jesus Christ, now I'm sympathetic towards her.
Don't worry, I'm sure that'll die out quite quickly when you see how she reacts to everything around her.
And the jelly hands are back.
Yep, return of the jelly hands. The squishy appendages. Did those statues always lack heads?
Yeah.
Huh, okay.
I mean, that's actually a typical thing with most classical statues.
Huh.
Not most, but there are quite a few at least that are without heads or limbs.
I just thought it was because Sega don't care about this franchise and let the place fall apart.
Well, I mean, there is also that. And I mean, up until a few months ago, you probably could have said that they didn't really care about Sonic much either, considering we'd had year or years of no news that anybody cared about.
Yeah, and Runners came out, and there was a kerfuffle with that, and then it's shut down recently.
At least with that, we knew something was coming.
Yeah, there were rumblings about it, with all the stuff going on with the hidden messages on social media and whatnot. By the way, can I just say, Ruby Eclipse, nice guy, real stand-up kind of person. He's a great person to be running that social media account.
Oh god, yes.
He's cool, is basically the gist of why I was trying to blurt out there. Very awkwardly, I apologise. Do you have an actual name? I don't want to stereotype you. It's Jester! Jester is who I am.
Random fade out.
Yeah, actually. There is no reason for that fade out at all.
Oh, I'm bored already. 3 seconds into this scene, says Knights.
Yeah. Now, something that somebody in the comments actually brought up is that there is actually a chronology to the way the cutscenes work. Technically, Helen's story probably comes first in terms of the narrative. Because, obviously because Al doesn't really know Knights too well, it seems, at least anyway.
Okay.
And obviously, as we saw at the end of Will's story, Helen was already at the top of the stairs when Will started climbing. So obviously Helen's narrative takes place a little bit before, but and also the way it treats some of the plot twists then leads into Will's story a bit more nicely, but I just went with whatever was put on first on the screen.
I'm just laughing because everything just sounds like peer pressure, sexual innuendos.
Yeah.
It's for goodness sake.
Fusion is just a tactic to make weak fucking Sega franchises stronger.
Now, annoyingly, we do have to do the tutorial again, from what I recall. I mean, it's essentially because, you can pick either Will or Helen's story at the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
So they've got to have the tutorial available in both. It probably would have been nice if there was a skip button of some sort, but then I suppose they have the cutscene that takes place towards the end of the tutorial, so they kind of do need to go through with it.
Well, that could be easily modified.
Yeah.
Well, at least we got this wonderful musical piece.
Oh god, yes.
Oh, this is what it reminded me of, and I was going to bring this up during, like, Will's story. This whole, like, move up and down kind of tutorial reminds me of how you learn to move underwater in Atlantica in Kingdom Hearts 1.
Yeah.
Yes, actually. Although I would say that this feels a lot better than swimming in Atlantica, because, you know, you are only on a 2D plane, so it's not
Anything
too
is
controlled.
better than Atlantica.
Hey, comparing it to Kingdom Hearts 2, you'll want to go back to Kingdom Hearts 1 Atlantica, you know, by the end of those songs.
I wasn't saying either game, I was just basically saying anything's better than Atlantica in general.
Okay, fair enough.
Also, for anybody who's going to say in the comments, the sentence that I said a few moments ago made no sense, I was meant to say that makes it so it's not too difficult to control, rather than it's not too controlled.
Okay.
Because God knows what that was. But I have to say, just because you mentioned KH2 Atlantica, that was just a missed opportunity, I feel, because really, there are so many songs in The Little Mermaid. Use them!
Yeah.
Why can't I have, like, the beautiful stuff rather than just those awful, awful, awful new songs?
Because they had to butcher something.
It's true.
Well, they butchered my heart. Moving on. Any other tidbits you want to bring up while we're in the tutorial area, Richard?
Something else that somebody brought up in the comments was that somebody asked what the medallions do. And you may have seen them throughout the game so far. I've not really made use of them because, to be fair, I don't really find them too useful.
Okay.
But what they do is they give you power-ups.
Right.
So, the one that I definitely know about and what it does is it gives you an increased power loop, essentially. So,
Oh, okay.
you can draw a bigger circle and suck more in.
Oh, it's like Treasure Magnet again from Kingdom Hearts.
Yes, pretty much.
That's why I'm so fixated on Kingdom Hearts at this part. I was watching fucking JoJo before we started recording.
You need something soft to balance it out.
I guess.
Tom, it's probably because all of the Final Fantasy 15 news that's come out in the past few weeks or so has probably got you thinking, oh, Kingdom Hearts 3, that's coming. Oh!
Yeah, coming, maybe not in my lifetime, but it's definitely coming soon.
They'll never be able to return here again. Oh my. Well, anyway, it's just a story.
Yeah, forget about that Dark Ocean, you stupid bitch, let's go. What was the fucking point of that story if you were just going to tell me to ignore it?
Because it's important for us, the audience, or us, the players.
I wish he'd just, like, turn to the camera and wink then.
It's also like Knights instantly lands and they're both on the opposite sides just talking to each other. It's like, did we miss something there?
It's a really mangled way of saying idea, we're just trying to be clever.
Pretty much, yes.
I have since picked up the idiot of intelligence, so I can point out these kind of things. Which colour was that again?
Idea of intelligence is blue?
Ah, okay. You see, I did look at the colour before I absorbed it, that's my story, I'm sticking to it.
And now I am frantically just Googling it to double check, because I'm just like, please make sure that's right.
Whoa, shit.
Riala's dead evil in Helen's story.
Kinda like it, actually.
Yep.
He's much more threatening. For certain, anyway.
Hey, leave Knights alone.
Yeah, leave Knights alone.
Yeah, this is the other reason that I'm not overly fond of Helen, because her voice actress, although she obviously does her best, some of the line reads are just... They're just no good.
They couldn't be bothered to actually put the animation into them going through the door.
Yeah.
So just cut away.
To be fair, it's a dream. Have you ever, like, opened a door and walked through it and then closed it normally in a dream?
Was a nightmare from the dark realm of nightmare.
Exactly.
Their aims
I have to say, my brain was just going, have I ever had a dream about the end of Kingdom Hearts 1?
Yeah.
The answer is, unfortunately, I don't think so, but...
Now I'm just imagining the end of Kingdom Hearts 1, but instead it's Knights in Real bursting through the door.
Nice. That'd be sick, actually.
That would be amazing.
Can you imagine a Kingdom Hearts with, like, Sega franchises instead?
Oh, God, no, that would be awful.
Really?
Wasn't that essentially Worlds Unite?
3 words. Crazy Taxi Summon.
Although, yeah, to be fair, I would be totally down with the Kingdom Hearts Sega crossover because Bayonetta is a partner.
That would bump up the age rating something fierce, I think.
Oh, come off it. Bayonetta managed to get into Smash Brothers. She can get into anything.
I guess. Okay, we have the Red Idiot of Courage to start off with, so let's head into the first Nightopia for some Knight's antics.
So, yeah, this is just going to be another chase mission, but this is Aqua Garden, so we get lots of water. It's a very pretty level. I mean, for all of the dislike that I have for Helen's level's gimmicks, they are so pretty.
Yeah,
I definitely would say that if it wasn't for the fact that you're always on a time limit when you're running around, I would just love to explore this area, because I just think it's possibly the most beautiful.
Oh man, the tiny Matt Lucases are really upset.
I've never thought about them like that, but I suppose that they do sort of look a little bit like a chibi Matt Lucas.
I just love the fact that Helen just, Knights is in danger, we have to hurry. This place is so beautiful.
Easily distracted is our protagonist.
Also, we could see Knights right in the back, and it says, according to them, Knights is being held captive. Yes, we can see him.
He's literally within spitting distance. Yep, that's me. I think I kind of like Helen more, because she's just getting right to the point.
Are you okay?
She's not quite getting right to the point. She keeps stalling and being like, I don't know whether I can. I'll try, but
Red Idiot?
This place reminds me of RFC from Xenoblade.
Enough to take care of.
I can understand that. Really, it should be reminding you of, I think it's Splash Garden from Nights into Dreams. But Heresy is a perfectly reasonable link.
I picked a game I'd actually played before, Richard. Oh, good stuff. Love the naming trope for this level, by the way. It just reminds me of a Sonic level.
It's very true. I mean, Tom, Sonic Team.
I know. Don't need to intelligence shame me, okay? Oh my god, this place is gorgeous!
Uh-huh.
Told ya.
Holy shit. This is really nice!
Yeah, I just love to explore this area.
It is just really, really cool.
Another plus for Knight's Journey of Dreams, I will say, is that they could have very easily made Will and Helen go through the same levels, which is always the easy thing to do when you have, like, games with multiple, playable characters and separate stories.
Mm-hmm.
Sonic Heroes has this to its detriment, which is, like, the one thing Shadow the Hedgehog improved on. But yeah, like, Will and Helen both have, like, separate levels and whatnot, which I think is really cool. It adds a lot of replayability to the game.
They were kind of obliged to do it, considering that in the original Knights, Elliot and Clarice had their own levels.
Yeah, but they could have easily not done it, which is the thing.
Well, I mean, it does play into the whole idea that everybody has their own dreams, their own personalities, so nobody's going to be the same.
Yeah, oh my god, this fucking area is amazing. Can you imagine this in, like, true HD?
Oh.
Tom, you're making me lust after a true new high-definition Knights game.
I think many people are, mate. I think many people are.
Oh, just... If only I was gunning for a career in video game design and I could worm my way into Sega and saying just like, I want to make a Knights game.
I would have been happy if they'd chosen this area for All Stars Racing Transformed.
Oh my god, yeah.
That would have been a good idea. Either, that or Belbridge.
What does the All Stars Racing Transform stage take elements from? Because I know it's not just like one level in particular.
It's mainly the first game,
Okay.
but I know it goes. I think it's like one of. It's basically. I think it's both opening levels, and then there's a section with Wiseman in it.
I remember having fun with that level. I can't remember what my favourite level in particular in All Stars Racing Transformed. Obviously, you've got like, was it Emerald Coast? I believe it is.
Give me 5 seconds.
It's the Sonic level with the checkerboards and all the water, is what I'm trying to say.
Mine's easily Rogue's Landing. Skies of Arcadia for the win.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I like the Golden Axe level actually. That's pretty good. Or maybe it's just the music.
I just love All Star Racing Transformed in general.
It is a pretty solid game. I didn't play much of it, but what I played I enjoyed.
Right, so the All Stars Racing Transformed tracks are Ocean View, which
That's
is
it.
Sonic Heroes,
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah.
Samba Studios from Samba de Amigo,
Oh my god, yes!
The trippy
Carrier
one.
Zone from Afterburner Climax,
That one's sick! That's probably my favourite.
Dragon Canyon from Panzer Dragoon,
Yeah, that one's okay.
Temple Trouble from Super Monkey Ball,
Fuck yes.
Yeah.
Galactic Parade from Sonic Colors,
Yeah, maybe.
Not really my favourite.
Seasonal Shrines from Shinobi,
Yes, actually, love that one.
Rogue's Landing
Hell
from
yeah.
Skies of Arcadia,
Well, we all know how Carton feels.
Dream Valley from Nights into Dreams,
Pretty good, thumbs up.
Chili Castle from Billy Hatchie and the Giant Egg,
Ugh.
That's a tricky one, actually.
Love that game.
Graffiti City from Jet Set Radio,
What's that, mate? Graffiti City?
yep, from Jet Set Radio,
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Sanctuary Falls from Sonic and Knuckles,
Hell yeah.
Graveyard Gig from the House of the Dead EX,
Yeah,
Adder's Lair from Golden Axe,
pretty good.
Burning Depths from Burning Rangers,
Yes.
Race of Ages from Sega Tribute Race,
Not bad.
Sunshine Tour from Samba de Amigo, which
Nice.
is a returning one, Shibuya Downtown from Jet Set Radio Future, Roulette Road from Sonic Heroes, Egg Hangout from Sonic the Hedgehog 2 / Sonic and Knuckles, and then Outrun Bay as a bonus level from Outrun 2.
Holy shit! Sorry, the juxtaposition of talking about a racing game and a giant demonic fish that explodes into balloons is blowing my mind.
So this is Grania. And, yeah, I like the idea of Grani. He's basically a much more fun version of Gull or Gillwing from the first game of you've got to do like break him down bit by bit. But I would say that Guarani is much more fun because it relies on paralooping.
Uh-huh.
And I mean he's already dead.
Wow.
But that you can potentially loop all of those balloons in one fell swoop. It's very difficult to do, but it is possible.
How do you feel about that, Bascar?
It's definitely one of the more fun to go back to
Mm-hmm.
because it's just got that right difficulty to it especially for an opening boss.
Scared the crap out of me when it first appeared, I'll give it that much.
It's kind of really a cross between Gullwing and King Boom Boo from Sonic Adventure 2.
Brah, brah, brah. Fuck that boss, I hate it so goddamn much.
And I think, actually, seeing as we are still about, either we're just going to get a cutscene and then go into Nightopia, or we might actually get another mission in. I'm not 100% sure, it's been too long since I recorded this footage.
Well, you've got like 90 seconds left, mate, so place your bets.
So, yeah, I think it'll just be a cutscene then.
Okay. Oh, make up your mind already.
It is still too early to celebrate. All visitors originally possess a total of
The idiot talk again.
Every visitor must have the specific talk. I've said it so many times, I don't even need to read the script anymore.
intelligence, growth, and
But then the thing is that, theoretically, most visitors would turn up without Idia at all. So, they must have miserable times in Nightopia, because they just turn up at the Dream Gate and just be like, oh, I can't do anything.
Yeah, just like curl into a ball and shit themselves.
Yeah.
must be someplace in this world, most likely hidden.
Do you need to fly all the time? It's very distracting.
Personal space, Owl, personal space.
Retrieve the remaining 4 idiom, and your heart will win out over nightmare.
It's just that Owl was right up into her face, and she had no reaction.
Yeah, didn't even blink. I guess that's the red idiot of courage for you.
Mm-hmm.
Putting in the works, getting a job done.
And I will do what I can to keep an eye on you.
Also, I'm pretty sure that there was a typo there, because Al says, Knights will be with you, but the subtitles say Knights is with you. Shoddy work, game.
Confusing subtitles. We'll see you next time for more Night's Journey of Dreams.